1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
I forgot. Yeah, hello.
Oh.
I didn't do it. That's fine.
That's fine.
I guess we're calling this the first podcast, aren't we? Because we're pretending we haven't been doing this for a number of weeks privately.
Absolutely.
We're not pretending.
Not pretending,
No.
but we're
Still
reintroducing
nameless.
everything as it. So yeah, still nameless podcast.
Is it?
But
Well, we had a few
Yeah,
names, didn't we? But they were
Did
already
we?
names. Well, remember we had Dead Air.
Dead Air.
But that's already
The
a
Dead Air
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
already one.
there is already one.
Oh.
And they're about
And we could just
99 episodes
outshine it.
in. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, this is our first one that we're possibly making public.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see how it sounds. Should we say our names?
Absolutely. Yeah, I guess. What are we
Stacey.
doing that?
Stace, sniped
Yeah,
me. I just started to say. No, our real names. Come on.
Yeah, I think we need real. I don't want us
real
to sound
names.
like we've.
I really don't want to.
Yeah,
My name's Liam.
I'm Jack.
Jim.
Him.
That's it. Did I not make it clear?
I am him.
Jim. There's a
Well,
J.
that's good
J
to-
at the start.
Good to be joined by him. Jim
Favourite band,
McFire.
him.
Jim Living Cove. That's our names.
It's a good job. This is the first one we might publish because this is the first week we've actually all done anything.
Exactly. We all
Hopefully
met up
we've all got
yesterday.
things to say. We've been somewhere. We've also all become addicted to selling stuff on eBay this week.
eBay.
Jack started vlogging. There's plenty.
It's all kicking off now, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah,
this is it now.
Yeah, so we've Jack played a gig that we went to.
We did.
I haven't been out
Since
really
July?
since July.
It's my birthday last July.
Liam's
yeah.
last birthday.
Shot to the system, I guess, Jim.
Yeah, it was a bit.
First thing we bought from the shop before Jack's gig, tissues. Not
Blow our
drink
noses.
anymore. Nothing
Yeah.
like that. Tissues to
No
blow our
cider.
noses. No cider.
We split
Hidden in
the
a
pound
hedge.
between us.
We did, yeah.
50p each.
We did.
No one was
50p
willing
each.
to foot the entire bill.
Well, you know.
Every penny counts, doesn't it? I
Yeah,
mean, if I'm selling
exactly.
stuff, I'm selling DVDs on eBay for 50p,
Yeah.
I don't want to be
Exactly.
losing that money just on tissues.
To buy tissues, exactly.
Yeah. Jack's, first week of vlogs?
Yeah.
What's this, your 5th day now?
Yes, yeah. It is. It's
How are you
awful.
feeling about it?
Not sure.
Yeah. Well, we like it. We're fans. We're hoping for more
We
and
are.
longer ones.
You'd be hitting the 30 minutes, putting ads in between them, you know.
Yeah.
Getting that Wonga.
Do a collab with John Hill.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
I'm sure you'll be hooking up with him in no time. Not hooking up.
No.
with him.
Yeah.
Well,
Ooh.
whatever. I don't mind.
Yeah.
That's what it takes
Yeah, exactly.
in the business, you know.
Yeah. You scratch
In the
my
business. I've got a back scratcher.
back. Why do you need one? I've never had a scratch that I couldn't.
I just got it for like a little gift, funny gift for Christmas.
Sure.
I always
Not
make
much
Laura
use out
scratch
of
my
it?
back, so
Do you?
she pretty got annoyed. So I got. It's quite cool. It's like a little rake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use it quite. I use it now. If
Sounds
you
cool.
want, use it on air.
Go on.
Yeah.
ASMR.
Oh,
Or have
it
you
is
got that?
lovely. Yeah, I'm using it now, but you probably won't be able to
No,
hear
I
it.
can't hear a thing.
When she first got it to me, I thought it was a selfie stick,
Right.
and I was like, "Oh right, I don't use these." But then I realised, oh, it's a back scratcher.
Can you just not use your hands?
Yeah, but you know,
Well, we saw Liam's flexibility is not what it should be. Maybe he
It's
can't.
not
maybe
keeping
there's
up
a
with
Yeah,
daily
exactly.
stretches.
I can scratch.
maybe
my
there's a
back
middle
with
point he can't reach.
my hand.
Have you tried those head scratcher things?
Yeah,
What do you
we've
think
got
of
all
them?
these things, Jim.
Oh, have you?
Drawer.
You've got one.
Well, not on me now.
The whole
but
drawer. Well, what's in the
whole
drawer?
whole drawer full of
Tickle and
things
scratch
to
devices.
scratch me and tickle me. Yeah, like 50 Shades of Grey, but you know, not weird. Nice things. I'm a big fan of the back being touched.
Oh, my God. And you played a gig last night as well, Jack. Everything revolves around you this week.
Yeah. What can I
Jack's
say?
week.
Had a bit of trouble.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that was annoying. Yeah, the amp wouldn't work.
The guy that came and finally fixed it gave you a patronising tap on the shoulder.
Yeah. Well, it was my own. It wasn't on. So
The gig last night was still good with the
yeah,
issue with the amp and stuff. It's still, I thought
I
it was
thought the
really
band
good.
sounded. Do you want to plug the band?
is that bad form to do
Is
that?
it? No.
I don't know.
Cross-platform. I don't know what I'm saying.
Interdimensional.
Oh,
Synergy. Brand
is this the name of your
synergy.
band?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Wow, I think that's all the chat we've
that's
got,
the
isn't it?
general chat, isn't it? Let's get down
Yeah.
to the hard facts. Whitspicks is going to be a weekly segment in the podcast, which we pick around 5 films to what all 3 of us will watch basically they're all going to be different genres, themes, actors and stuff like that, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. And this week we picked musicals.
Yeah.
And the 5 films were Popeye,
Yeah.
Mamma Mia,
Yeah.
Phantom of the Paradise.
Oh, the voice is gone.
Has it gone?
Little crack.
A little bit.
Bugsy Malone. And Top Hat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
What do you think of this week?
What?
Thoughts?
A couple I liked and a couple I didn't.
Yeah, some
Mixed
barely
week.
musicals.
Which
Like,
do you
well,
consider barely a musical?
Popeye only had like 3
Popeye had
songs.
no.
Yeah, it had a
well,
couple
they
of
weren't
songs.
even songs, were they?
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
No tune
Well,
to them.
well.
Should we
I
start
mean,
with that film?
Okay, let's start with Popeye.
Okay.
Yeah.
I-
Should we just give a little subplot what's about?
Well,
Yeah,
everyone knows
Popeye,
what
innit?
Popeye is, I suppose.
Yeah, you know, the
But this is a
sailor
live-action adaptation of it from
Live action.
1980.
with
with-
Jim's favourite director.
Oh, see, this
Yeah.
is an in-joke that isn't going to make any sense to anyone. But yeah, Robert Altman directed it, and it's stars Robin Williams as Popeye and Shelley Duvall
Yeah.
as Olive Oil.
Yeah, and it's basically about Popeye going to, hang on, I've written it down, Sweet Haven to find his dad, or his pa, as he calls him. And then he finds Olive Oil
A baby
What's it
just
about?
turns up out of
Baby
Baby
nowhere.
Sweet
turns
Pea.
and bad guy Pluto, the one that he was
Pluto
scared
with
of.
a B.
Oh,
Yeah.
his
Is it with a
face.
B?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't be the planet.
no, or the dog.
That would have made it a lot better if it was.
Maybe.
Right,
If it was the
thoughts
planet,
then about
it'd
this
probably be,
film?
You have stronger opinions than me, you two. You both seem to really dislike it, whereas I just didn't think it was very good. So you can say what you hated about it.
I didn't know what was being said most of the time.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
that's
Robin
the
Williams
issue I
isn't
had.
exactly intelligible, even.
Yeah,
maybe?
it was difficult. There's a song right
Yeah.
at the start,
Yeah,
and I just had no
Yeah.
idea what any of the words were.
yeah.
Exactly.
Sets looked alright.
Well,
guess.
that is the biggest credit to the film, I think, is that the sets are quite cool. And
Yeah.
it does feel like a comic strip brought to life. That's the only thing that I think I like about the film is that the
The
sets are impressive, and I also thought it the world is really well populated by all these characters, and there's lots of funny. I thought
No, it's not
funny's
funny.
funny's too far, but there's some of the like visual gags that were going on in the background a lot of the time I thought were quite good at
It's
all.
too long.
Yep,
Yeah, it's
definitely
very
too
long.
What is it? Almost
Yeah,
2 hours.
Almost 2 hours of not understanding what's going on.
I've never. Robin Williams.
It's a film debut, that was.
Is it? I didn't know that.
One of the facts I got written down.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He may have been in an earlier, direct-to-video, but this is probably his first ever feature,
Yeah.
He was alright, wasn't he, in it?
Yeah, kind of. I mean,
Didn't understand what he's saying, but...
yeah.
Yeah, that's the main problem. It's just
Mm.
the songs were
It's-
bad as well.
The songs were awful,
But I actually can't remember a single one of them.
I don't know why they made it into a musical.
No, true.
Yeah, it didn't need to be a musical.
It could have just been a normal film about Popeye.
What, are
I think the cartoon's probably better.
Oh, yeah.
I remember watching it when I was a child.
Yeah,
I don't really
same.
know what happened, but
Just eats spinach, doesn't he? That's right, and then
Yeah,
just gets
gets in a
muscles.
fight.
when was the guy Bluto?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He like force feeds him spinach at the end.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Then
gross.
his clothes change, don't he? Because he's scared.
Oh
they?
yeah, he turns
Yeah,
yellow.
they changed to like yellow, and he
Right.
just swims away.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not so sure if I'm remembering it or imagining it, is why I said it like that.
Yeah, it's right at the end.
Yeah, it had kind of lost
Oh,
me
that was funny.
by then.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I still don't know where the baby came from.
Your average
But-
left on the doorstep baby, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like left in a cave. They're in a cave thing,
Oh, were
aren't they?
They thought it was a
They're
rat
trying to
snake.
find the treasure that the dad
No.
said he has.
No, they find
No?
the baby earlier
No,
than
the
that.
baby's earlier than that, man.
Yeah, much earlier than that.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm remembering it wrong.
Yeah. Well, that's Popeye. Nobody liked it very much.
Nobody likes it.
No.
Songs
No.
were bad.
Mhm.
Songs, catchphrase,
The songs, the catchphrase, the wig and the glasses.
the wig.
Yeah,
Final
that's
thoughts on
Popeye.
Popeye?
No, nothing.
None.
Nah, it's too long. Should have just been a normal film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Well, maybe it feels
Shouldn't
like it should have been.
exist.
Yeah, exactly.
Roger
I
Ebert
bet-
gave it a really positive review. Gave it like 3.5 stars, I think. He's very
Oh.
enthusiastic about
know?
it. Exactly.
Next
When
film?
was that? Did he give it 1980?
Yeah, when
Or-
it came out. Yeah, when it came out.
Yeah, wonder how he'll feel about it now.
Well, what? Is that a joke about him being dead?
I didn't know he was dead. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
he's
don't,
dead.
don't put any of this in then.
I think you should just put it in and then leave a long pause, and that's all.
No! Oh, no.
Not the bit
no
where Liam admits he didn't know that yet.
Nah, this is happening, I won't do it
Yeah,
anymore.
well, I wonder what he thinks about it now.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Thank you. Jim would. I know Jim's
Oh
already
yeah, my
planning
edit.
it.
My edit's
Jim's-
definitely having that in it. That's going to be the
Leo,
entire
look
thing.
at this. Listen to this.
Oh, come on.
Well, we know where you're going with it. I made a mistake, Jim. We're only human.
It was a funny mistake. Let's talk about Top Hat, because you two were a little bit indifferent. I really like it, but... And then we
Well,
can,
you explain this one.
Fred Astaire is a kind of musical star, Broadway, I don't know, in theatre,
Yeah.
and he's brought to England by a producer to be in his new show. They're in a hotel, and he sings a song and tap dances, and it upsets Ginger Rogers, who's on the floor below, and then she complains, and they end up meeting, but then there's a big case of mistaken identity where Ginger Rogers thinks Fred Astaire is the English producer guy who is already married, and so there's lots of confusion and comedy and songs. Is that a good
Yeah, that was great.
summary?
Yeah, really concise.
Yeah, it was good, Jim.
Thank you.
And it's from 1935.
1935.
One of the oldest films we've watched so far, I think,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
In all of the Whit picks.
I think
yeah.
it is probably the oldest one we've watched. It's one of their most acclaimed films that the two of them did together. It's like,
Yeah.
it's one that gets mentioned a lot more.
It's
than
like the
a lot of
only
others.
one I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So, I know, at the moment.
So
Good.
this is
good-
this is your
good
first
dancing.
Fred Astaire experience.
good.
Of
I
what
enjoyed
Fred and
it.
Ginger experience. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen any of the others, so
I don't know why that stops you from being able to have any feelings about it, though. You seem a bit like you could only ever judge whether this film was good if you'd seen all the other ones that they'd made together and could just
Yeah.
place it in do you know what I mean? Put them in order of
Yeah.
preference. But, compared to other musicals you've seen, what do you think of it?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, it's very good. I haven't seen that many musicals, though.
No?
Seen
No,
at
not
least
really.
5 now.
Well, we could
Yeah,
certainly
well, I've seen-
we could certainly do this again then.
I mean,
with,
I've seen like a bulk of the really famous
yeah,
ones.
Grease.
He's a very good
School of Rock.
dancer.
Is that one?
Yeah, I've seen School
Yeah.
of Rock.
That's a great musical.
Yeah.
That is a good musical. Didn't
Might
make the
be my
list though.
favourite. Didn't make the list. Should have said it.
No,
Yeah,
should
not
have
this
said
time.
that one.
Mamma Mia.
Maybe
I
next
did
time.
enjoy it.
What did you think, Jack?
Yeah, it was fine. It's hard. I can't really criticize it that much because of like its age, and
Yeah.
so it's hard to really be too critical about it. I liked the songs. Songs were good.
The songs are very good. Dancing
Dancing
is
was
very good.
great.
Yeah.
That was.
I didn't care for the
brilliant.
plot at all. It was just a bit.
I did. I think it was. I mean, it's like a light, silly comedy
Yeah.
with mistaken identity. and stuff, so
Yeah.
it's not going to be,
yeah,
but
and I
it's-
just
it
didn't
kind
like
of-
it.
yeah,
But all the
No, I'm-
dancing and stuff was great.
Obviously, very talented man, isn't he, Fred?
yeah.
Both of them.
Well,
Both. of
both.
them
Yeah,
are
I mean,
very
she
good.
does it. The thing people always say is that whatever he does, she does backwards in high heels. Is the
When I was watching like the dance scenes, I was just waiting for the camera to cut because I wanted to see how much of it was done.
would do it. They do in one take.
Yeah.
Like in old martial arts films and things, it's like a part of it is trying to keep as long takes as possible, so you can kind of show
Yeah.
that this is all happened. Like they've written,
Yeah,
this is a
yeah.
full routine they've learnt, and not just you're not making it in the editing, you're making it in the performance.
Yeah.
He broke almost all his canes. Fred
Did he?
Astaire did. Yeah, on the last, he only had one left, and
I
he
didn't know
completed it with the one cane because he was a perfectionist. But
Yeah.
he broke so many that they only had one left, and he did it all on the final cane.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, that's cool.
You've brought the facts this week.
I've got them all here, mate. I've written
Yeah.
them all down.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad.
Not shambles or anything now.
Yeah.
Just-
Much more polished.
Thank you. And that's the only one I've got. Oh,
Yeah, sure, but
There's
you've
a-
probably got.
Oh, I've
a
got to
couple of
go.
things.
the
Oh,
door's
doorbell.
going in the
Yeah, the
door,
door's
really
going.
ringing.
Yeah. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah.
Hang on. Oh yeah, there's someone at my door too.
Oh, very
I'm
good.
joking.
Who's at the door?
Who's at my door? An owl.
An owl.
And
Or something like that.
good for
Hello.
me.
Hello.
Hello.
That was just Manda.
She had a
Whatever.
key?
She didn't take it with her, so
Oh, one of those.
yeah, annoying. Annoys me.
Mamma mia. Here I go again.
Oh.
Here we go again. He's done a
2008, this film came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy that was that long ago.
It is, isn't it? It's 11
Almost 10
years
years. No.
Yeah.
9 years.
ago. Yeah.
It's
Both of us are
2017.
wrong. Do you want to do the plot for this one, Jack?
Yeah, sure. A young woman about to be married discovers.
Are you reading this?
What?
Of course. Do you not hear the change in voice? Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, sure, I'll read this one. A young woman. Excellent.
Yeah, she's about to get married, and she's trying to find out who her daddy is.
Yeah.
And it's one of 3 men.
Yeah.
So she invites them all to the wedding without telling her mother. So, I know the plot, but I didn't finish watching it. I just couldn't take any more of it.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Well, to be fair, you were also trying to watch it on a train, on your phone.
Yeah,
I mean, in your portable DVD player.
yeah.
Well, this film was awful.
Yeah, it's not a good film at all.
Not at all.
Pierce Brosnan,
Really. Oh, his singing voice.
he cannot sing.
No,
So
cannot sing.
our love, I wish I understood. It used to be so nice, it used to be so
Jason.
good.
I can't even think of anything good to say about it.
No, no. I mean,
Obviously,
anything.
all
The
the
Avenue.
songs feel just crowbarred in.
Yeah.
Like, the plot has to follow a weird trajectory just to be like, well, how can we get Dancing Queen? Well, Dancing Queen you can fit in easy, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
it's
money,
like, well,
money,
we've got
money,
all
but-
these songs. How can we
Yeah.
get them to fit into this, into this narrative?
This film about... a
I
woman
haven't
getting
got any
married.
money.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, money. And obviously we should say we're going to have spoilers.
We should say potential spoilers for everything, not just the things we've said we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
There could be spoilers for absolutely anything. That we're not
Yeah.
really thinking about
Definitely. But the spoiler for this film is you don't find out who the dad is.
that. Mm-hmm.
oh really?
You watch it for an hour and 48, struggling,
Yeah.
and the one glimmer you're guessing who the dad is, don't even know. It ends. Just does,
How- Do they just all
No, who-
become friends?
Well, it all ends on a massive, dance.
Big dance number.
And then she's like,
Meryl
"Oh,
Streep gets with Pierce
Yeah.
Brosnan. They get back together.
Yeah.
And I guess,
And is
I don't know, was she just kind of going, well, I don't know which one's
Colin-
the dad, but all
Colin
three of them are
Firth-
pretty good. So is that the...
Colin
is she
Firth's
just
gay,
kind of going-
isn't he? 'Cause
Is
gets off
he?
with the man. Yeah, he gets off with the man.
Well, I managed to miss that.
Well,
I didn't see
hugs,
that.
and I can't remember what the other man does. The other dad.
Yeah. He's a weird choice. Stellan Skarsgård.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know whether there was someone else they wanted as the third guy. Like Pierce Brosnan and Colin Firth, you can understand why they were picked, like two.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They do.
And then
the
what?
bumps, don't
You
they?
would,
Yeah,
would-
exactly.
Yeah,
And they're thought of as like handsome men and whatever.
yeah.
But then
yeah.
like
he does
Stellan
gets his bum
Skarsgård.
out,
Yeah.
don't he?
He does?
The director didn't know he was going to do that. A little
Oh,
fact
really?
for you. He's on the boat, innit? He's wearing an apron, and he's like,
Yeah.
let's cook some breakfast. And as
Yeah,
he
yeah.
turns
He
around,
turns around and
he's
walks
not wearing
away.
any pants.
No, and does he have?
He's got tattoos, on his
Yeah.
bum. Yeah, they're real. Apparently,
Are
I
they?
think.
What are they of?
Quickly Google his bum, Jim.
Stellan Skarsgård.
It's already just come up.
Yeah, I don't need to Google anything.
Yeah.
Send it to
Already
Google,
that
mate.
saved.
Screensaver,
This
mate.
yeah, for
Screensaver.
background.
Bum folder.
Bum folder.
Celebrity bums.
Celebrity bums.
No, it's
there
not.
you go.
It's not coming up. Maybe I've got safe search on.
In case your mum walks in. It's just pop-ups.
Yeah, don't watch Mamma Mia unless
Definitely
you're
not.
my mum, and then you love it.
What did Sean
Hang on.
give it?
Oh, we should say Sean is our barometer that we use.
Yeah.
He's a guy.
We don't know him.
We don't know him. Hopefully, he'll never hear this. But we follow him on Letterboxd, and he rates. He's seen almost 20,000 films on there.
Going for the world record.
He's going for the world record, and he has rates almost everything 2.5 stars.
2.5 stars. Yeah, everything.
He hasn't seen it.
Crikey.
He has seen Top Hat.
What's he got
3
that?
stars.
Oh,
That's high.
crikey. What about
And
Popeye? Has he seen that?
Yeah, we'll have to remember to check in with Sean after each film. 2.5.
there we
So
go.
it's
Back to
as
the
good as
Sean.
almost every other film as far as concerned. Movie 43, 2.5. But this is kind of an unfair thing to do to him because I would
Yeah.
hate people to go through my reviews and then
Yeah.
compare what I
Of
gave
course.
one thing to another. 'Cause
I mean,
it
I
gets-
hate it anyway.
Yeah, well, I do it to you.
Stars. Yeah, exactly. Well, talking of stars, we can go on to Bugsy Malone. Me and you gave it 3 stars, Jim.
Yeah,
And Jack gave
really?
it 1.5.
gave it a lowly 1.5.
1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you
Yeah.
gave it. You
That's
got
what
really
gave it,
high
mate.
for me.
That's high for you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No,
let's introduce it because we'll.
1979.
Yeah, sorry. Well, it's Bugsy Malone. Most people know it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, even if they haven't
But all
seen it, you know it's the musical about like 1929. It's set Prohibition era gangsters, but it's all played by kids, and then
Yeah,
it's a musical. Everyone kind of knows the
yeah, and all the guns are cream pies.
cream pies and
Splurge.
stuff.
The Splurge gun.
Splurge.
Yeah, it's directed by Alan Parker, who I really like,
Yep.
and made Angel Heart and Mississippi Burning and Midnight
Yep.
Express and Fame. I like all of those, but oh no, I mean, I guess actually I didn't
I
mind
like-
Bugsy
I
Malone.
didn't
Yeah,
mind this
sorry,
one.
for some reason I sided with Jack for a second and thought I didn't like it either. But no, it's
Well, I
all
want
right.
to hear.
It's
I want to
just
hear
got,
Jack's reasonings.
The acting was difficult to watch.
Yeah,
For a
yeah. I mean,
start,
child
but-
actors. Populating an entire cast with child actors is
Yeah.
ambitious.
Well,
when you can end up with one Jodie Foster and then
Yeah,
a
I've
bunch
got
of people who
a
can't
fact.
act. Go on.
The guy Fat Sam.
Mm-hmm.
The director went round schools and asking who was the naughtiest pupil,
Right.
and they all pointing to him. So he's not actually an act. Just to give him
Sure.
a bit of. He's not an actor. So
Yeah.
he's just a normal kid.
First mistake.
Well, not necessarily, because
I don't think he was that bad.
Thomas Turgoose, is that his name? From This Is England and stuff.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
He was hired
It
as a non-actor.
It was just a joke.
Okay.
Just a joke
But,
there. Jim.
okay, well, fine, but
It's just a little joke, mate.
He's
I don't really get the
getting in
joke.
his chair.
So, well, actually,
hey,
Actually, if you look, no, Jim was
This is
just,
England is great. I'd rather
Yeah.
watch that.
what about the songs? I think good songs.
Yeah, good.
We
I love-
should mention
love
that
the pop sing
the
song.
children don't
That's
sing.
great.
That's one of the main problems with the whole
Yeah.
film,
Yeah,
I think,
they're
is that
dubbed by adults.
adults, and mostly Paul Williams, which is weird because Paul
Yeah,
Williams' voice is just coming out of a bunch of different kids.
and it has got a guy from the Bill in it.
It has,
That's funny. Can't remember his name. Didn't write that down. I just wrote down guy from the Bill.
and that's
That's
that's also Jack's review.
Yeah, that is my
Literally
review.
says the
It's
guy
just
from
funny
the Bill.
that he.
But yeah, I like the songs, and I like Paul Williams, and obviously we'll get to
Yeah,
Paul Williams again
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Phantom of the
yeah,
Paradise.
that's the
Let's
last
go on
one.
to that because I love it. Liam loves it.
Yeah,
We'll
this,
find out what Jack thinks because Jack had never seen it
Jack
before.
was the last to watch it, wasn't he? So I don't know
Yeah.
if he wants to do the
You wanna
plot for
start?
this one.
Oh, you want to do the plot?
No, I don't know. I don't
I'll do the
wanna-
plot because I've seen it so many times. It's about there is a new club called the Paradise about to be opened by a famous. Is he a musician or a producer? He's a producer, isn't he, Swan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's opening a new club called the Paradise. It's going to be a big grand opening, and they want a big musical act to open it. And they
Yeah.
find Winslow Leach, who has written a opera about Faust that they really like the music for, but they don't want him to perform it.
Well, they
and he's
steal it, don't they?
yeah, well that's what I
Yeah.
mean. They steal it from him because he's not the guy they want, but they want his music, and he's very protective over his music. And then he comes back having, he goes through an ordeal where he gets sent to
Yeah.
prison and his teeth are all pulled
Yeah.
out and he gets his head pressed in a
Presser. Yeah.
final press thing. And he comes back in a costume as the Phantom of the Paradise and tries to kind of sabotage it for anyone apart from Phoenix, who is the one woman who he wants to sing his cantata, right? That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome, Jim.
Well, I'm really familiar with it. I've watched it loads of times. What did you think, Jack, since you hadn't seen it before?
I didn't finish it.
Oh,
Oh,
Jack.
mate.
I'm really sorry.
Well, we did
the
say there's going to
finale.
be spoilers.
I
Yeah,
watched
but
about. I think
you
I
need-
watched an hour of it.
Well, will you finish watching it even though the talk will have gone past?
Probably not.
Oh, come on.
So you
we're only
haven't seen
talking
the
about
bit
an
where,
hour.
like,
You haven't seen the finale when it all...
It's crazy.
It's like a play on the end of The Man Who Knew Too Much, I think. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be, if I remember. Because the whole film's kind of a bit ironic and self-aware and stuff, and there's lots... Well, it's Brian De Palma, so it's always Hitchcock references.
Yeah,
like, there's the bit in the
absolutely.
shower in this, there's Psycho shower scene. You remember that bit?
That was funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
I noticed that.
Brian De Palma, all he ever does is little Hitchcock homages like that.
Yeah, and there is a homage to Orson Welles for A Touch of Evil.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
the,
yeah.
they
The
put a
bomb in the
bomb
car.
in the back of the car.
He does two. Orson Welles obviously does that famous long take with the bomb in the car in Touch of Evil.
Yeah, it's
so
brilliant.
Brian De Palma does a split screen long take with a bomb in
Yeah.
it's not a real car, it's like a car that's going to be wheeled out on stage, like a prop car
Prop car, yeah,
for the performance.
musical.
But yeah, he restages that whole long take, but in split
Yeah,
screen.
it's awesome. Really
Very
good,
good.
cool bit. But yeah, Phantom would be my
Precogs.
Whit's pick for musical.
Oh yeah,
That's the
that is
picks,
certainly
yeah.
the pick of the week.
Yeah.
That's my pick, even though I haven't
even though you
seen
haven't
it
finished
fully.
It's clearly the best film of the week.
It's definitely the best out of all of them. So we have to say that next week's Whit's Picks is going to be films featuring bugs.
Bugs, and so the bug films are going to be. Do you remember?
So they're going to be Minuscule.
Yeah.
You said it wrong.
No,
The
you said
Fly,
it right.
the remake, David Cronenberg.
Yeah.
Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
Squirm.
Squirm.
And They Nest. Is that the one you picked, Jim?
Well, I was going to do They Nest,
Yeah.
but I think I might do
changing?
Ticks. Because,
Ticks?
yeah.
Which Ticks?
Which Ticks?
Which
Very
Ticks?
Yeah, I might do
Oh,
Ticks, I think.
So that's
That's
5.
then.
If anyone is listening, feel free to watch them.
Yeah, watch with us. That's the,
Yeah, watch along.
That's the,
Hashtag
Use the
Which Picks.
hashtag
Say
Which Picks.
Let us know what you thought.
You have to
Anyway,
be careful, because if you hashtag on Twitter Whitpicks, there's a betting thing as well.
is there
So it hasn't been used for a few months, so it might be
hashtag
dead.
Whit Picks or Wits Picks?
Hashtag it and say that you listen to this, so I don't get confused with the betting people. Don't be
Well, I
sending
mean,
them.
I can't
maybe
imagine
they
any of the
should
betting
be-
people are going to be talking about any of the 5 films that we're going to.
You don't know.
Well, you don't know.
What,
true.
what about if
But
we
they
said
might-
there's
horses'
like a
names.
specific phrase to say?
Word.
in the-
Oh, Jack's onto something now.
Yeah.
Oh, what word? Pod.
Oh,
Well, I don't know what to say.
no.
Just a word or a little...
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Roger Ebert. No.
Definitely
No.
not.
No.
Uh,
Give us a name. Try and give us a name for the podcast.
Yeah.
maybe that should be
Yeah.
the competition.
Should it?
Yeah.
Okay. If you suggest a name, okay. Forget everything we've just said, even though we've talked about this for about 10 minutes. Hashtag Whitpicks. Wits Picks or Whitpicks? Let's get that clarified.
I thought it's
Whitpicks.
wit. Oh.
We call this
We're
Wits
doing-
Picks, don't we?
Well, I do
Yeah.
a Wits Picks, but
Let's
that's
do
what's going
Wits
to get...
Picks. WHITSPICKS. Hashtag Wits Picks. Suggest a name for this podcast. Are we guaranteeing we'll choose one of the names? Or only if we like it?
Only if we like it. Cause it
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be surprised if we get one entry, but that's
Well, you never know,
that feels
Jim.
like a thing that a podcast would, like a real podcast would do.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. It's main event time with the Ringmaster.
Hi, I'm the Ringmaster. This is a segment we're doing weekly where we basically watch wrestling matches and then talk about them. I'm a wrestling fan. Liam and Jack aren't, so it's an opportunity for me to show them wrestling matches and see what some non-fans think of it. This week we watched Will Ospreay versus Ricochet from Battle of the Super Juniors. What did you think?
Anyway.
Yeah, did you
I'm gonna,
finish it? Or did
shall
you...
I be honest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
yeah. You've let
Yeah.
yourself down this week.
This week, it's been a bad week for me.
It won't be like this every week, we promise.
Yeah, we had some teething problems in the first week with Liam thinking it was alright to turn a film off halfway through. We cleared that up.
Yeah, yes, you did,
Yeah.
Jim.
I couldn't watch Mamma Mia. It's just too...
well,
we've all-
that's not so bad because it was not something that any of us enjoyed.
Yeah,
But Phantom of the Paradise and not watching the wrestling at all,
bad form on my
bad
part.
form.
That was...
But we'll move past it.
Yeah.
So I'll just ask Liam,
It was a good match, you know?
what do you think of
You know.
the
They're
swearing?
always like that, those two men.
What?
The swears were amazing.
Yeah,
They're very funny.
Will Ospreay in his Essex accent.
I mean, I won't say the words, but he says the
No.
B word, which is very funny.
Oh,
You don't get that in
When
the
he's getting kicked in the
WWE.
chest. No,
Yeah.
certainly not anymore.
And
I mean, then
he
he
says,
didn't really rehearse.
cheerio, cheerio, MF. That was very
Yeah.
funny.
Cheerio, motherfucker!
Cheerio. Because he sounds quite posh.
He's not, but
I think it's
Yeah.
just because he's English.
exactly. Yeah, I always think that. Will Ospreay's accent when you hear him talking in a match, it always
Yeah.
really stands out as like. I don't know. It just sounds like it doesn't belong in that context. What did you think about watching a match without any commentary? Did it make a difference for you? Because the commentary is always quite an important part of them telling the story of what's happening.
Because there was a bit when the guy he puts his two fingers to his eyes and points at someone.
Yeah.
And the camera pans to this man, and I was like, I had no idea who this guy is.
It was Kushida, yeah.
I thought it was someone from the crowd. I was like, oh.
No.
Or I thought it was someone famous, you know, like, there was a
Well,
famous
yeah,
person there.
he is famous.
Yeah, but
there's another
I
wrestler.
had no idea. I didn't even know who the wrestlers were, because...
Yeah, Ricochet is the American guy with the insane body. That's Ricochet.
In
He's
what
American.
way?
Just so ripped. Just
I didn't.
so many muscles.
All the muscles.
All the muscles, which Will Ospreay doesn't have many visible muscles. And Will Ospreay is the pale English guy.
The English flag.
Yeah, because that's, almost the rule. If you're a wrestler from another country, you have to always have your flag and all over you.
And that was the main event.
That was the main event with the ringmaster.
Ding, ding, ding.
Is there a next? You got. I was so defeated.
Conspiracy corner? Do we have any conspiracy?
We're doing Glitch in the Matrix, aren't we?
Glitch in the Matrix, yeah.
Yeah.
Glitch in the Matrix.
So,
did we all do our research?
No.
Oh.
I forgot about that. But you two can talk about it for this week.
See, Liam, you haven't looked this up. You haven't heard of. Well, you've heard of it in as much as we mentioned it last time we spoke.
Well,
but you haven't.
I've only ever heard that time because it happened to us, didn't it? And then you tell me what it was called.
Well, I suppose, yeah. We were playing on PS4 and talking in the chat on there, and then we heard what sounded exactly like a man screaming at the top of his lungs. Kind of like that. Shorter than that and more intense. It was really loud. When someone's really in serious pain, and it's like, it's like unsettling to hear someone scream like
terrifying.
that. It was that kind of like really like, oh my god, what's happened?
Yeah.
Like,
and it came out of my mic.
Came out of Liam's mic. He didn't hear it at all.
Had no idea it happened, and we were just like,
nope.
So that's our glitch in the Matrix that we experienced.
I found a good one here. It's so silly that I think that's why it's funny.
Yeah, sure.
And
the more trivial, the better.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
on some of these.
Yeah, this is it. I can't prove any of this, but I know this. When I jumped off the curb, I didn't trip, I didn't stumble, and I wasn't hurt. But suddenly my clothes aren't fitting me quite right, and the street names are spelled differently. I honestly don't know where to begin, but I know this is wrong.
Wow, it sounds like he's had a stroke.
Yeah.
A lot of these sound like people have had like minor strokes.
Yeah, and then the top comment says, "Jump off the curb again is all I can recommend." I thought that was brilliant.
I can recommend. Wow, that's a strange one.
Yeah, he basically thinks he's in an alternative universe.
Yeah, that somehow he went off the curb and that's when everything changed.
Any more funny glitches?
I can tell you Max's one that he...
You found it?
No, but I remember it. I wanted it like in his words. Basically, he got a new electric toothbrush. So he says he bought it in a shop, this electric toothbrush. But if he bought it in a shop in the UK, it would have come with an adapter for the plug because it has the US, that two-pronged plug.
Yeah.
So it would have come with one if he'd bought it in a shop in the UK. So probably then it
I
was
don't know,
bought
because
online.
Laura bought one and that didn't. She had to buy one off the internet.
Really? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
maybe. Okay.
What's the glitch?
The glitch
Yeah.
is that a few days later or weeks later, an adapter for the plug turned up
Right.
in the post at our house. He didn't order it. My mum didn't order it, and it just came in an envelope with there was no invoice in there, and it was a handwritten.
Wow.
It was a handwritten address on the front,
Yeah.
and he just was freaking out, thinking, I don't understand where this could have come from. Who's bought it for me?
Well, there was no note.
Nothing. He
Oh.
says it was never resolved. We never figured out where it came from, and it didn't even fit his toothbrush.
Right.
The comments on the post, people said that it was his future self playing a trick on him, and he was like, and the comment said, I love that it didn't even fit. Like, it never got explained. We never figured out where it came from or what that adapter actually was for. But
Wow.
and there were comments saying like, hold on to that adapter because it will come in useful. Like,
it's like, oh my god, yeah, it was sent for a specific reason.
Yeah.
not the toothbrush.
Yeah.
To save
It
the
wasn't.
world.
It wasn't.
I'd keep that safe.
Yeah.
Put it
If
in
only
like
just
a-
for the anecdote.
Well, what? Just in case it was his future self. Like one
Yeah.
day he'll
It was
need
going to
this.
save someone's life. Knowing him, he just left it at the house in Southampton.
No, I would have paid attention to what people said on the internet and
Yeah.
kept up with it.
Yeah, definitely.
This is the end of the podcast.
Liam hasn't spoken for about 15
No,
minutes.
he's gone
and where's
really
he?
quiet.
No, I haven't.
What do you think
listening.
about these glitches?
Yeah, good.
Oh, good. Well, that's probably the end of
Yeah,
the podcast this time. So thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks.
We hope
Make
you'll
sure
all join us again next week for Bug Films, more wrestling, more conspiracies, and yeah, Whit's Picks, hashtag Whit's Picks. Tweet in for a chance to win big.
Okay, cool. Bye.
Cool.
Bye.
See you later.